So, Disney doll people. Is Dorothy the rarest, or one of the rarest, Disney dolls? Hello fellow Ozians, I'm the Louisiana Quadling, a Wizard of Oz collector and enthusiast, sharing with you my thoughts, my collection, and a little bit of my musical talent with all of you. And welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to with this Dorothy Gale doll. This Return to Oz Dorothy Gale doll was made in Germany by Zapf Creation. She was released in both Germany and the United Kingdom in the summer of 1985. And Dorothy originally came packaged in a yellow window box styled box, with a little picture of the group on the gump on the bottom left, and on the center top was the Return to Oz logo. On the top and the sides, the box indicated that this was indeed Dorothy Gale. And Dorothy here stands 18 inches tall and features a plush torso with plastic head, arms, and legs. This doll features a unique sculpt only used on this doll. The back of the head indicates copyright Walt Disney Productions. Dorothy Gale, Return to Oz. So if you find a Zapf doll out in the wild that looks similar to Dorothy here, just check the back of the head to find out if it actually is Dorothy or not. Her face features these light blue sleep eyes with black eyelashes. As far as her face paint goes, it's pretty simple, but included are some freckles and minimal rouge to give her overall this very simple look. Dorothy here has a dark brown wig, and of course features the now iconic braids that are tied on the bottom with white ribbons. These are not the doll's original white ribbons. The original owner did not have those anymore. Another condition issue to also point out to y'all is that when I received this doll, and she is still this way as of currently filming the video, her wig is not completely glued onto her head anymore. I don't know if this is something that's happened on other Dorothy dolls, but this is definitely an issue with mine. So if you should find this doll, make sure to check that the wig is still securely on the doll's head. Yes, I am going to be fixing Dorothy's wig after this video. I just wanted to keep it this way so that y'all could see it. Sorry, Dorothy. Dorothy's outfit is a pretty faithful reproduction of Raymond Hughes' original design that Fairuza Balk wore in the film. From her puffed sleeves, to the lace on her collar, to the pleats in her skirt, the outfit is pretty impressive. The fabric used is also rather unique. It's a very light pink fabric with contrasting magenta and green stripes. And the fabric used on this doll is like really nice quality. It's a thick cotton. When I received this doll, I was shocked how good quality this fabric is. It's really impressive. On top of this fabric are these magenta velvet accents. And also pinned up here is a Zapf Creation pin. Now, Dorothy's dress is missing one accessory, and that is her magenta velvet belt that uses the exact same shade of magenta as these accents. This appears to be something rather common with out-of-the-box Dorothy Gale dolls that, at least I have seen. The belt has pretty much been missing on all of them. So I'm not sure if it's just because of the way that it's fastened in the back, if it was Velcro. Goodness knows that makes sense that it didn't survive being velvet that Velcros. Yeah. Not sure if it does that. If you have this doll with the belt, I would love to know if it velcros in the back or if it's a snap. The outfit velcros in the back and is tagged with a Zapf Creation logo. And just like the original Judy Garland Dorothy doll made by Ideal in 1939, this doll also does not wear ruby slippers. She wears these black Mary Janes with white socks. And these are original to the doll. Now, Dorothy here hasn't been in my collection for too long. I've actually been on a 20-year journey to acquiring this doll. I first saw her on a relatively new website back in the early 2000s that was called eBay. And she was in the box. And at the time I told myself, make a mental note, there is a Return to Oz Dorothy doll. And I did. And years went by and I never saw another one for sale. Anywhere. Part of me wondered if the doll was even real, or if I had just made it up in my head that I had magically seen one on eBay. Well, eventually I was proven correct when I checked out the 100 Years of Oz book at our local library. And in the 1980s section, there was a picture of this doll. And I sat there and went, it is real! And I am the second owner of this Dorothy doll. I bought her from her original owner, a very lovely lady who lives in the United Kingdom. And she was gifted this doll as a little girl by her mother because her mother said that the doll looked like her. I thought that was just the sweetest story. Now, she received this doll before ever seeing Return to Oz. And it was after she got the doll that they went to the theaters and saw the film. Out of curiosity for how this doll was distributed, since she wasn't available here in the United States, I asked if her mother remembered the name of the store that she bought Dorothy from. She unfortunately couldn't. The only thing that she did remember was that it was in Essex. And that there weren't too many of these Dorothys in the store. So I'm not sure if she was a limited release or if the distribution of this doll was just limited altogether. And Dorothy was on my bucket list of items for so long that it was a super weird experience when the doll came in the mail. I was just like, you open the box, you touch the doll, and it's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I own one. And I then scratched it off my list. I'm a list person, so it was an interesting experience scratching that off the list and being like, well, I no longer have to, be searching for this thing everywhere. So, Disney doll people. Is Dorothy the rarest or one of the rarest Disney dolls? I know someone's probably gonna comment that, no, there was a limited one at D23 or maybe in the Disney parks, whatever. Sure, you all know about those dolls, but do you know about this one? One of the bigger problems with acquiring this doll, at least that I had, was that most of the doll experts that I talked to try and find one had no idea the doll even existed. So her obscurity has really been a negative in collectors being able to acquire this doll. So, if you were to add Dorothy to your collection, how much should you expect to pay for her? It's a very good question. And the answer is also interesting. So, over the past 20 years, I have only seen 8 of these dolls sell. 8. Yes, I know, that's not a very good statistic now, is it? And out of those 8, I only know about the prices for a couple of them of what they actually sold for. So it's not too good as far as, like, how much should you really pay for it? We're gonna make a guesstimation here, based off of what I paid and what I've seen. If you are to pick up one of these dolls loose, expect to pay anywhere around $500. If the doll has the box. And shockingly, out of the 8 dolls that have sold over the years, 4 of them were in the box. One of them was brand new in the box, and that was sold here in the United States. So the likelihood of you finding a Dorothy doll with a box is a 50-50 chance. That's a pretty good statistic for you. Now, I don't know how much you should expect to pay for one in the box, but if I was to throw a number out there, expect to pay around $1,000 and possibly up. Are you a fan of Return to Oz? Comment down below. If you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.